guys, this little guy is a butcher bird. Don't eat out of there. Here, have a little piece. And he's just coming to say hi, getting his dinner. He's very friendly. I've got to break up the little bits of meat for him because he's only little. He's got a baby in the nest at the moment. Well, actually, he's fledged. So he brings him here sometimes. Oh, there he is behind me. I can hear him. Or her. Your baby's calling you. So he'll take this and he'll regurgitate it for the baby. Hello, baby. Welcome. Do you want to come and have something to eat? Are you going to come over or are you just going to sit there? Here we go. You have a little bit more. This is just what I feed the dogs. Part of what I feed the dogs. They get a combination of things. Let's have a look at baby. There he is. He's carrying on. He wants to be fed. And off they go. Goodbye. Oh. Loves you and leaves you. Alright, he'll be back tomorrow for some more. G'day guys, welcome back. This is it, the big paw with my black and purpley plum and gold. So very excited. I've used up pretty much all my bling gone now, so this had better work because this is it. Can't do any more. You can't get that colour anymore, so I am going for this and hope for the best. Right, pouring medium. 70% glue, 30% water, same as always. Start with 50-50, 50% pouring medium, 50% paint, and go from there. My gold had to be made thicker, my bling. My plum had to be made thicker. My dioxazine purple had to be made thicker. And my black had to be made a touch thinner. So, just took me a while to get all those right, but I write everything down so that I know for the next pour what I'm going to do, so that I know I can get consistent results every time. So get yourself a notebook, write down what you do. Now, I did a little practice pour, that's why I've got 2 of everything. My little half cups have already got oil in them. So I just did a little practice just to make sure I was happy with the colours, because my other one didn't have the purple, it just had the black, the plum and the gold, and I thought I want a little bit more interest, so I've added the dioxazine purple. So I'm just going to put oil in my new cups that I've made up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think one more dropped in. You're pretty full. You can have another one. In you go. Oh, 2 went in. All right. So did I do this one? Oh, this was a new cup too. I just had the one old cup. I made extra gold. I thought 1, 2, 3. I really wanted more gold. So I've kind of got double the amount of gold that I've got of the other colours. But if you look at it the other way, like I've got 2 lots of the purples and the plums, so I kind of needed 2 lots of the golds. Otherwise, I think I would lose the gold, so that's why I've made more. So this is the pour where I'm going to do the dirty cups. I'm not going to layer them. I'm going to do a true dirty pour. That one's already got oil and stirred, so I won't do that one again. Now the gold feels really thick, but that is the way it needs to be for me to get the results that I want. My gold has to be really thick. It feels thicker, it looks thicker, but then when it pours out, if it's not that thick, you just lose it. It just vanishes. So, okay, I'm really excited about this one. I've made more paint than I usually would. I normally have 800 grams of mixed paint for this 30 by 60, 12 by 24 inch, but I've got about, I think probably about 950 grams. Oh, now I have to remember what I'm doing. Pouring in my black first. So I've got my 2 cups of black. And I'm going to divide that evenly between my 3 cups. And then, as I said, I'm not layering, I'm just pouring the paint in. I have got a little bit of extra black because I thought I might need a little bit more. With this pour, I really want more paint than what I would normally use. Hope I'm not going to be shooting myself in the foot with it, but I'm going to go for it. Just try with more paint than I would normally use. Let's see what happens. Because when I do my little practice pours on my little cards, I have a lot of paint for just a little pour. And that's when I get really good results. But you try and change it to a big canvas and everything goes up the creek. It just doesn't work the same, does it? Not really. Okay, so up high, kind of swirl it around. I'll use all of that in this cup because it was only half a cup of paint really left over from my previous pour. And then this cup should have enough to the other 2. So up high, let the weight of the paint fall through. Swirl it around so it gets a nice mix. I'm splashing paint up at myself. I'm going to look as if I've got a disease by the time I finish here with a little specks of plum coloured paint all over my face. Okay, so that's the plum done. Now I'm going to go to the gold. I didn't want the plum and the purple next to each other, so I'm going to put in my gold. I didn't think about the cups not being big enough for all this paint, did I? Should be alright. They're the biggest cups I've got, so hopefully they're okay. Stack all my cups up as I go. Now this one's a full cup, so half of that one, half in there, a little bit more in this one. I don't want to show you my little practice one because then, I mean, it was so beautiful, my little practice one. But I don't want to show it to you because I'll show it to you afterwards. I don't want to jinx myself because I know I'm not going to get it so good. I know I'm not going to because it was just a little card. Okay, purple, swirl it around, get right to the bottom. This is nerve-wracking, all this paint, my goodness. It's nearly 1 kilo of paint. It's 33 ounces of mixed paint. That's a lot, hey? It is a lot of paint, so I'm a bit nervous. Hopefully it's going to work, otherwise I've just wasted all this paint. And these are my favourite colours. The plum that I make myself. I've got a lot of favourites, haven't I? The plum that I make myself, the dark Zen purple that I make myself. As I said, my bling gold, it's all gone now. That was the last of it that I've used. You can't get it anymore. I do have another favourite gold though. It's by Sargent's. So I might have to start getting some of that in. Get this gold to go right through, down the bottom. And finish it off. Wow, it's a lot of paint. Normally I only use about 3/4 of a cup, don't I, when I'm doing these, or maybe even half. This is a lot of paint. I'm hoping to leave quite a lot of paint on the surface. and hopefully it's not going to crack. I don't want to tilt too much off. I want a good coverage. I don't want to have to tilt too much. I'm going to torch as soon as I've flipped the cups over. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Pop a tiny bit of black in there. Just because that cup hasn't got quite as much as the others. My goodness, look at that. Just looks like a huge big mess, doesn't it? Stay. Please be nice. Be nice to me. The other thing I was debating on whether was to put some tape on the sides. I may still do that. I'll do that quickly. Get my gloves off while that's sitting there. I just don't want to lose too much paint over the edges. Tear some tape about the right size, and I'm going to fold it into thirds, like that. So a third, well now half sticky and half's not. And then that just sits on there. Like so. I can see what I'm doing. Stick that on. That just stops that paint from going over the edge. I do this when I do my my multiple ring pours. Have you seen those? When I want to get that timber look. When you do the ring pours and then you just tilt back and forth instead of side to side. That's what I do with these so that I don't lose any paint off the side and it all goes over the long edge. That's my little trick. Okay. Right, gloves back on, and that paint has had enough time to sit there now. I'm really nervous. Okay, anyway, it's just paint, isn't it? It's just paint. Okay, now just flip over. It's looking very dark. Flip over. And done. So I've got pretty much all my paint out of those cups. There is a little bit left in there, but I'm not going to use it. Now see how this has stopped the paint from going over the edges? That's brilliant. That's what it's there for. So now I'm going to torch. Where's my torch? Over there. Okay. Paint's really thick. It's going to take a while for the heat to go down through there and bring the cells up, bring the oil up. So I might have to go over a few times. Okay, let's just leave that like that. Shouldn't have put that extra black in. Look at that. That was that extra bit of black I put on top. Naughty, naughty. Worked out how much I needed, and then I went and threw more black in. That's all right. That's probably going to tilt off anyway because I need to get these down. So that'll get tilted off. Shame I'm going to lose that. Each cup's different. All had the same paint in the same orders really, but I guess it's mixed differently. And you can see how small these cells are, which is good. It's a good thing to start with small cells. That way I know I'm going to be able to stretch them without them losing too much of their beautiful round shapes. It's very dark in here. The other two are beautiful. That's just a bit dark. But we will see. I'll go off this way first and get rid of this. because I need to cover this big area. Oh, it's heavy. No, I've got more paint on there than usual, that's for sure. I'm just going to hang on to my push pins underneath while I start tilting. I don't want to lose this, so I have to just do that. It's pretty fast when you've got a lot of paint on your surface. I ended up tipping a lot off. Anyway, never mind. That's what it's there for tipping off. Righto, let's turn her around. And I think I'll torch again in here. It's quite dark in there. I'm not sure if I can get anything else up. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's tilt again, back and forth, back and forth. Get down to that corner, over there. I don't know why I'm rushing. I should be taking my time with this one. Okay. Wow, I've pushed a lot of paint off, haven't I? Wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, so let's take these sides off. Let the paint fall down. There's enough paint there that'll just roll down and cover those sides. Results. Okay, it's not as good as my practice one. I had more paint. I couldn't stretch my cells as much. That's why I haven't stretched them as much. That is why. Let's see if I can just stretch them a bit more now. Don't want to lose that. That's beautiful. That half there. Take my hands around the side so I don't drip in the middle. Now, I want to see if I can just go down that end a little bit more. Get some of that dark bit off in the middle. Okay. I guess I'm a bit disappointed. I knew it wasn't going to be as good as the little one. They're always, the big ones are always harder. Let me see if I can get my hand under here and open this up a bit. No, it's going wonky. Going wonky. So these ones have squished. I should have just stuck to the same amount of paint that I always use and stretched it, because it's the stretching of the cells that makes it nice and round. Although it is more difficult with a bigger canvas, it sure is. I should get some, I might get some coasters and dip into all of that later on, because that's so pretty. It seems a shame to waste it, hey? Now let's just pick up some of the leftover paint. There's plenty of it. Fix up my corners. go. It's a lot more purple than my little practice one was. I guess I didn't put the same amount of purple in it. Go around here and fix up this last corner. I'm disappointed. I was really expecting something brilliant. I was. Shouldn't have got my hopes up. Alright, I'll show you my little one. And you can see what I mean. Isn't it amazing? Look at those big cells. I really stretched them though. This one, I couldn't stretch them. I had too much paint on the surface. The paint couldn't go anywhere. It couldn't stretch. And I know that you don't put so much paint on. But I thought I'll just try it. Just take this down a little bit. There's a bit here that I can take off. So if I can just stretch everything out a touch. Just to there. I don't want to lose my cells. I just want to try and open them up a little bit, if possible. Now when it's dry and the gold really shines, it's going to be beautiful. It really is. There's always the middle section that you don't like. Look how dark it is. That's really pretty, and that's just really dark. And take you down for a close-up. Oh, it looks much lighter up here than it does down there. It's not really that light. Purple's really quite dark. Wish I could change it. I used to be able to change the brightness, but I don't seem to be able to anymore. I'm going to turn my bright light off. Just one sec, see if I can actually turn this off. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Got this really bright LED spotlight in the room, but I think it's better actually without it. This is more natural colour. Oh, there, I'm standing in the way. All right, let's have a look. So the cells down here, well, these ones are pretty. These ones are what I was wanting on the left there. See, there's the plum cells and the purple cells have got that beautiful gold ring around them. That's what I was after. Got it a little bit. There in the middle, that just didn't work. There's hardly any gold in there. And then up here we've got gold cells, but they've been stretched. And over there I've got some more pretty ones, so not really what I was after. But what can you do? Try again. Okay, I'm exhausted now after all of that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next pour. Bye for now.